Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me again. It's a lovely sunny day out there and I'm currently boiling my off in the van. But I wanted to drop a quick video onto YouTube. I've just noticed there, have you seen that? That's still very sore. If you watch one of my other videos, you'll have seen me bang my head on an open window. It hasn't knocked any sense into me yet, otherwise I probably wouldn't be doing these, would I? But yeah, it was a sore one. Seems to have provided a source of amusement for some of the guys over on EGTE who thought it was funny to share it out onto wider social media. So to earn that, I've shared it even further and wider. So there you go. Anyway, I wanted to talk about another product. This is one I've only started using recently. Rather than talk about a collection of tools, I think it's been pointed out to me that it's probably best to cover one at a time. So I'm going to heed to that smart advice and I'm going to talk about these. Can't really see it in the sunlight there. But these are the Wiha 160mm cable cutters. And for the size of them, they pack a punch. I've used them quite a bit already and the blade's not blunting or dulling, it's still sharp, it's still cutting well. You can see in there, there's a grooved, there you go, it's focused a bit better there, there's a grooved cutting face. And also as you knit them up, you've got a stripping slot as well. So you can use these for cutting and stripping. They're really nice to hold. You've got a nice comfortable grip there. That's the thing that we do very well with their actual comfort of their handles on most of their tools is generally really good. And these are the same. Smooth open and close. A little bit of T&E here. So this is 2.5. So you can see straight through. Again, really straightforward. I cut end here, but you can obviously pop it in, give it a little spin and a strip. It's a nice clean cut. Cut your conductors off. Oh god, I have to clean all this up later. I'm going to stop cutting cable now because I'm a lazy sod and the van's messy enough as it is. So yeah, I really like them. They've gone back into my tool tote along with other sets of cutters I've got in there. I'm a bit of a tool tart. I do like to fiddle around and play with all sorts of new gear that comes out and crops up. These are rated to 1000 volts as most of your VDE stuff is. The part number on these particular ones is the Z50 109 160 and you can find out more info on these at wiha.com. Online retailers stock them. They come in different sizes. I think there's a set of 200mm. There is some other ones without the cutting face there, so it's just a smooth cut face rather than the serrated one. And I really like them. I'm going to put them to the test over a longer period of time and see if the cutting face holds up and if I get reasonable value out of the tool. They're around £30. I think you can pick them up a bit cheaper if you shop about a bit, but generally speaking, £30 plus VAT ish. And I'd recommend them to anyone who's looking for a new set of cable cutters. You can get your big croppers and they do a real good job, but they're heavy and cumbersome to carry around when you've got a load of second fixing on. A little set like this, it saves a lot of aggravation banging into the side of you when you've got them on your tool belt, pulling your trousers down if your belt's a bit loose. So it all helps. And a little set like this on second fixing, highly recommended. And yeah, hope you found that useful. Keep checking out my channel. I'm going to upload as many videos as I can. We've got an exciting project starting soon on an old railway station house / farm. It used to be a pub, I'm led to believe, back in the day, like 150 years ago. Ended up as a railway hotel on the line between Beverley and Bridlington. And now it's been used as a farmhouse. There's stable buildings on there. There's an old dairy milking shed. There's other barns and there's all sorts going on in there. We're sorting out the house itself for the new owners to occupy, but further down the line there's possible holiday lets going in, and some of the farm maybe reopening. So we've got a lot of decommissioning to do there. There's a lot of antiquated, old, interesting electrical stuff that I can show you on some of the videos. That's always really interesting to me, some of the older stuff that was used in times gone by. So I'm going to cover a bit of that and show you some of our install work to put the new in. So some of the things we've got to consider because we're installing in unheated spaces, certainly with the switch gear. So we've got design considerations there, and I'm going to talk about that in some future videos. Show some of our installers getting on with chucking stuff at the wall, and some of the accessories we like to use, and the tools we like to install everything with. So I think that's a nice job to start our installation videos with, sort of domestic / agricultural, and then maybe as time moves along I can touch on some of the more boring testing that we do. It's never the most exciting thing because it's all pretty much the same, installation to installation. You get your different environments you're working in, but the principles are always the same, and there's only so many times you can talk about it. But I will cover it just so I've done it. It's something I want to do anyway, but I've got to get permission from some of the commercial clients to be able to do that. Filming is always a problem, as I'm sure you've heard in other people's YouTube videos. So there's that to come. Equally, the Monday Club's still going strong over on EGTE. We've got people, including myself, now measuring their heads, thanks to Neil Bridgemans' competition. And it's quite intriguing to see that he has a much bigger head than anybody else who's measured theirs so far. In fact, massively so, I have to say. You know, you're talking percentage wise, well, do the maths, but 50 mil on a 250 mil head, that's quite a big difference to someone who's only measuring 200 mil. Got to lay it out there. Is it really taking up space from extra brain power? I'm not so sure, having spoken to Neil, but I'm going to leave that up to other people to decide. So if you want to check us out over on Monday Club, there is some serious chat on there as well. We cover a lot of important topics and issues, and rib and take the mick out of each other along the way too. I get plenty of that for my northern accent, my big slap head, and we're recording tonight and I'm fully expecting to take a ribbing for this. God, I'm sweating in here. I need to open the windows. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. Give us a thumbs up, tick the bell and all that lot, and head over to the Electrician's Guide to Everything's YouTube page. Do the same there and check out Monday Club that's been released today. Cheers.